So you take the elevator ride, and it's a long ride, but the elevator goes pretty fast. So how long would it be if it goes, let's say, up to 20 miles per hour? No. It would have to speed up to 60 miles per hour. You have to go really fast.
Stops right before.
Have any of you ever been in the Willis Tower, the previous Sears Tower in Chicago?
No.
It's pretty fast. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it
In
takes a
fact,
couple
every
minutes.
time I go
you're
up-
pushed into the floor.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I'm always shocked that I'm not dead when I get up there. Because it's when random acceleration, deceleration is so well done that...
Thank you.
Oh. But does anyone else want a stick of red?
Yes,
thanks.
I suppose.
This episode brought to you by Red Fund.
Yeah, red vine. Not Twizzlers.
Or are they Twizzlers?
No, these are Red Vines because Red Vines.
Nobody
are better than Twizzlers.
knows.
Oh,
Nobody.
I know. All right. Yeah, and you spend it's a couple minute fast elevator ride takes you down to the power center.
I have the tech scanner integrated, so I do that upon entrance, and I don't notice anything in the first level.
That's a good point. You're
beforehand, do I?
You're gonna do it as you go down.
Constantly.
Okay, cool. So nothing out of the ordinary. You know, basic computers, stuff.
Apart from what we
all
know.
this. As you go down, when you reach the area that the Fieldman core is supposed to be, your tech scanner hits a high security door and an automatic powered turret.
Right on turret. Or no, I'll alert the rest of the team with my monitor. All right, passing by what appears to be the Fieldman core, high security door, and an automated turret.
Yep.
Do I know the type of turret, like automated turret model like CG-42?
Freedom Core automatic machine gun.
Of course, a government facility would buy American.
Yeah.
It's automatic.
Therein lies their downfall.
Exactly.
American products are shit.
Okay, you are in the Stakes Power Center. It is a cool. There's like a big square facility. Oh, thank you. Square facility behind you. That's where most of the desks are. The little kitchenette, and some cubicles. And then to the other side is like a circular room with the big windows that look over the fusion core, and a bunch of displays that show off the power of the, the fluctuations and like the controls of the power of the power center.
Okay.
Your job is to go through shifts of like working in your cubicle to do basic maintenance there, like scripts to like help the power center, and also to watch over the main displays, and every once in a while take it down to go in and do physical maintenance.
Cool. No one else is down here, yes?
There's several other employees.
Oh, okay.
About 5.
Are there a bunch of guards?
There's 2 guards.
2 guards.
Yeah.
Is there
Ooh, it's just super, cool where from their areas they have all those robotic arm limb things that they can manipulate the core from behind their shooting.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, but you can't do that without other people seeing what you're doing.
All right. Well, why don't you?
So I'm gonna go over and boot up the data, the temperature core temperature data, and look it over. And I'm gonna put in the USB to take that output. It's really the USB to integrate it with the system.
Okay, perfect. Sally, you now have access to the Stakes Power Center, which means
And it's in a secret place in the most remote computer.
you have access to the fusion core. You can't shut it down because that requires very specific shutdown procedures. But you do see the controls to manipulate the power throughout the facility.
Oh, so I can shut off lights here. Oh,
Now, you do see sub-protocols, and some areas of the base have their own individual secondary generators, i.e. The bunker and the Fieldman core. But there will be a moment in between shutting them down and the secondary generator popping up.
Oh, okay.
The secondary generator isn't stored in an old military base off to the side, is it? Okay, good.
I'm not doing that
can-
again.
Just checking.
If we can get through the
There's a
door,
coal fire generator.
Yeah.
It's an old
Oh,
man.
we should just-
That's what the caretaker does. That's why he has a weak heart.
Question about secondary.
What if he shovels the coal?
He shoots the coal.
Secondary generator. Keep all of the things up, or only the very, very, very minimum necessary things?
Very minimum necessary things. That's why it's only the bunker and the Fieldman
I
core.
just have this image in
And,
my
like,
head of an old
emergency
time
lights.
I'm
prospector
wondering
guy.
if I shut the power off there, would the turret still?
The turret is connected to the secondary power system, so it would be down
Yeah.
momentarily.
What we need to do,
So we'd have to really fast.
Yeah,
we
that's
should
one
just
way
we
to
should just
happen.
get there with clearance is what we need to do. Whether it's medical or
And then backup could be me just shutting all the things down.
Yeah, and that gives us
You do not.
second or two. To,
You do not have access to the secondary systems because those need to be closed systems within the individual modules.
But that momentary.
Does
And define momentary.
You aren't able to get the exact how long it'll take because it's how long does the secondary system realize that there's no power? How long would it take for that thing to go up?
Oh.
Estimate between 20 to 30 seconds.
Does she detect any other turrets?
Oh, just the one in the hallway.
Okay. And there's not like a hidden turret either. Okay.
What is it directed towards?
The shaft.
Oh, okay. So like anyone coming in is like they can just blast them.
yeah.
You mentioned she
That's
doesn't
really
have.
strange though.
Yeah, I know. Right? It's a little bit.
Like if you have all the security and necessary clearance to get there, why do you also need a turret? They're already
it's the backup
underground
plan.
in the.
it's always a good to have a backup.
I guess.
So my question is, she can't exactly
I
access
don't
like the actual shutdown system,
Mhm.
but she could she access the secondary security system that would simulate the idea of a core meltdown, not actually cause the core to turn off or overload, but to signal that
Make
that
it
is actually
think
what's
that that's
happening,
what happened.
so that people would
Ah.
believe
Unless
that would be happening.
Out
Simulate.
that room, so they can shoot them.
Basically,
meltdown.
create
Like
an
to set off the
evacuation.
Yeah.
alarms to say
Yeah.
that was happening,
of the
even if that
field.
wasn't really occurring.
Yes,
Mr. 100 baby.
you would have be able to do that. However, after
Never mind.
probably 15 minutes, the technicians would realize what's happening and stop it.
Right.
But
Luckily,
but
we have
things would
one
be
of
in
our
motion,
technicians
yeah.
is one of our people, so
Yeah.
he could actually slow down that process.
Mhm.
Is there some sort of a device like an EMP grenade, such that presumably like an auto turret would be hardened military hardware and be resistant to that sort of thing, right? Okay. So I was thinking if you can give us a 20-second window, such that we open the elevator doors, chuck an EMP grenade, close the elevator doors. EMP grenade goes off, actually disables the turret.
I mean, you could just shoot it with a real grenade.
We could also do that.
Well, we've got to smuggle one in there either way.
Well, so a real grenade has like an actual explosion, whereas an EMP grenade is just electromagnetic shock.
Too, but what we also want to do is steal all of this information
No, so
and then shut it down.
a small enough one that it just takes out the turret, but presumably that wouldn't one big enough to destroy the turret would also be big enough to take out all the information that we want to steal.
Right. Okay. Nick, anything else you want to do?
Basically
set up
just
Sally?
in position because I can only go to the one spot.
We need to get Sally in a position where she can hack the turret. That's the one thing I can think of because I can't shoot it because I can't smuggle a gun in there.
Sam, can you get contact with the weird dude who lives in the bunker?
Sure. I guess I could. Why?
Because maybe he has a gun. Maybe
The Freedom Corps maintenance guy, or the
No, the
the
hypochondriac.
Fieldman Corps old guy who
The
manages
caretaker?
that. Yeah, the caretaker.
That's not the caretaker, is it?
No. That in the medical records, he is known as Jim Farley.
Right.
He is just that's all that you know is that he's a man called Jim Farley. He's portly, dark brown hair, and a little disheveled.
And he lives there. And he's a hypochondriac.
I don't think he's gonna.
So
have it.
I'm thinking if he. So if he lives here, maybe he knows something about the workings of the space that we don't. You know, he could have. Although if he, I don't know.
Who invented the Fieldman number?
Dr. Fieldman. Something
It's
Fieldman.
named after the.
No, the whole point is, how old is he?
Let's see. Fieldman system came into being, what was it, 50 years ago?
I'm just wondering whether or not Jim Farley might actually be Dr. Fieldman or someone very closely related with it. Like, basically, he's the, like, either his...
Or he's like the student of
Yeah, he's the
Fieldman.
grad student or, like, his son or something like that. And they change his
one
name and
person.
identity, and he's the only person who has, like, the actual information. And he lives down here.
Well, so there,
But he
like,
doesn't have
there's somebody
access to
known as
this.
the caretaker.
Yeah, I like the
that's-
name. Like, you know, I feel
That's
like
sort of a dead giveaway, and that's not Jim Farley.
No, that is Jim Farley.
No,
No, it's
Jim
not.
No, they're not the
Farley
same
and
person.
the
Two different
caretaker
Jim
are
Farley
two
and the
different
character, yeah, they're two different people.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the caretaker.
Jim Farley is 34 years old.
The caretaker's the guy with the heart problem. Jim Farley's the hypochondriac.
Yeah, I'm,
caretaker. We're gonna scare.
I'm-
Oh wait, so what is Jim Farley's job? What's he doing here?
he is wealthy enough that he owns one of those things. One of those.
He's
bunkers?
No,
What's
he's
not-
the
no.
non-namer. No, who is this Jim Farley?
Yeah.
He has no clearance access. He is just there.
See, I'm really clear.
No, wait,
curious
is he
about
one of
this
the
guy.
rich? Is he the rich guy you were mentioning?
Yeah, he was the guy that lives in one of the modules.
Oh,
He
that's
is the
Jim
one
Farley.
person-
Okay,
yes, Jim
okay,
Farley's
okay.
the one person. He's disheveled. He
Oh.
lives in one of the modules.
Okay. I thought the guy who lived there was a no-name guy.
To clarify, he was unnamed before because he was just a person that Sam Faraday walked around and saw.
Right, but now that she has access.
Now that
Okay.
he was the one person within all of the medical records
Right.
that had zero clearance access, and that's what brought his name up.
Okay.
So
But
he-
other than that, we don't know anything about him. Like,
Nothing about Jim Farley. Nope. Besides, he's a little portly, disheveled, short brown hair,
and a hypochondriac.
and a hypochondriac. Yeah.
he's a hostage. Related to whoever is the caretaker.
Why
Okay.
would they hostage?
I'm
So
really curious
I'm-
about this guy. I don't know if I'm just.
No, I don't. If
Maybe
he doesn't
he's
have
the one guy who figured out
clearance,
the Fieldman
I
number
don't
doesn't
care.
work, so they keep him here.
Just
Yep.
cough on him. He'll be fine. He'll get scared. Tell you
So, if
He's
the caretaker has
Bagwell, we know he's
poor
going to be at your presentation.
medical-
If he's a hypochondriac,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
oh, is the caretaker doesn't care about
What
his
if you
health.
trigger medical emergencies while he's there? Maybe we
If
have said that.
if we give the caretaker like some sort of medical like scare such that he is incentivized to go to the
The top.
presentation on health.
okay.
We can
here's,
take his
Scope
clearance
him out.
from him, access the
Here is a
core.
question.
Boom.
What if we do something like trigger a fake medical emergency, you know, like a fake heart attack in the system that you have access to, such that they're like, oh god, there's a heart attack down there. The medic is like not qualified to deal with this. So,
Okay.
like, we need Dr. Patrick
Patrick
Bagwell
No. So first of all,
Oh.
No.
there's a couple things everyone needs to understand
and
about this plan.
his trusty aide.
Dr. Bagwell is a celebrity physician. There is a medic whose job it is to take care of people on the floor. There is almost no scenario where Dr. Bagwell is going to practice medicine while he's here. He
Unless
is
you're
here-
unless you're super pushy about it.
or like I'm the only person who. No, because the whole point is when the poop goes down, I need all the plausible deniability possible. I am only here to act as the Inspector
As the
Clouseau distraction.
If
Also, the reality is that I need to be in a position to be like the last one off the ship in order to ensure that whatever it takes to get everyone out so that they're not captured or detained, I can be there to ensure that that happens. Because I need to be the last guy who's... It's sort of like... None of you guys watch like the Clone Wars or anything, do you? Like in the most recent episode of Star Wars Rebels, they introduced Princess Leia's character.
I watched that show.
Yeah, and so Princess Leia was in the last episode, and basically what happens is that she shows up as a diplomatic envoy to bring supplies, and what she does is that she always manages to get her supply ships stolen by the rebels, and then she always ends up at the end blaming the Empire for failing to protect her supply ships so that they have to reimburse her for her ships being stolen. That's why I'm here. I'm basically that guy who's going, I can't believe I came here to give a talk, and now rebels infiltrated, there's a bomb, oh my gosh, this is like...
This makes 2 times in a month.
I know, right? It's like they even stole my all my free pens that I had given away. It's like not only I need the Fieldman system to reimburse me for my heart meds and stuff like that. But yeah, my entire thing is...
You're not planning on practicing.
I don't plan on practicing.
We can't use the same strategy that we used on
even if they were at the point where they would actually rely on someone with the highest end abilities, they would just bring you to the clinic.
Right, because there's
up to the clinic.
Right, because there's a military medical person who's in charge here, and even if they needed, it would have to be like an emergency situation where multiple people were down. And they needed someone who could practice medicine on site.
And they would still send you to the least secure.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, they wouldn't say, we have this military guy who's in this facility, but the caretaker's face is blown off. Let's send Dr. Bagwell down there. It's like, no, they would bring him to me.
Well...
Maybe we can trigger a heart attack. I think maybe that was a good idea.
Well, what if that's exactly what we can do? What if we get the caretaker to come up to the clinic by having a heart attack, and then his badge comes with him?
Right. How do we get him up to the clinic?
So
he's got to come up at some time to get his heart meds.
During the time
he's late.
that Masterson has been working there, has he ever seen the caretaker?
Nope.
Okay, so
or Faraday.
What about the general?
Yeah, the general he's seen. He lives off-site. He comes in and he mostly does his work up in the top section.
Okay, so but the caretaker has an office down here somewhere.
The caretaker,
his office is in the core.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Does he ever leave?
No.
So he never uses the elevator, or I guess we don't.
You have not ever seen him.
Okay.
Do the records show anything about the caretaker other than a name?
Did they show him coming to other appointments?
Yeah, he has
appointments are done to him.
Oh. Okay,
the medic goes down to him.
Oh, okay.
So mess with the medical appointment log such that there is a medical appointment, and say that he's very behind on his medication and needs to go to the presentation.
The reason I ask all these questions about whether or not there's any more information on the caretaker is I want to know whether or not there's any data to show whether the caretaker is even a human being at all, or if the caretaker is actually a sentient machine, or if the caretaker is like Future Crime, where he's actually Dr. Fieldman now in a vat linked to a machine.
Well, it'd be strange that there is data on his health conditions if he's not a real person.
No.
That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I guess there's also a picture of him.
Okay.
He's just like an old man with like white hair.
Okay,
glasses.
got it. Yeah, so that's what I want to know. It's like, do we have anything?
The information it does imply that he is a person.
The man behind the curtain.
We could create a fake email from one medic to another.
Yeah, he could be
having concern about the fact that he never leaves this room and that he should go to the presentation as...
Yeah, just put it in.
Medics have any authority to be like, yo, caretaker, go to the presentation.
No, but one medic to another medic, and that he could advise him.
No. See, they, as a facility that wants to keep the Fieldman number system working, they need to ensure the health and longevity of the person in charge of the Fieldman number system.
All right. But even if we get him to the presentation, how are we getting the badge from him?
We're giving him a heart attack.
No, we... any number of ways. We have a guy here who has shadow out the wazoo.
Is the sort of thing that
he can he can rogue his way.
Because I thought
stabbing people in the face.
I thought what Dust had suggested was he's going to knock out the doctor and be lying in wait in medical bay.
He can just go and just pickpocket the doctor.
Or even that.
Oh.
Okay.
Then you don't have to beat up the
Or
doctor.
pickpocket the caretaker. I mean.
Let's run it then. Let's do
Hey,
it.
what about facial recognition?
Yeah, is there facial recognition in the system, or is it just all badge based?
Okay.
It's all badge based.
No, I mean,
Weird.
since you have a picture of the caretaker, can you run facial recognition and see who he really is?
There's no reference information.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so if the caretaker
We can
Like,
do that to the
gets
other
a
he
medical-
guy.
also
files
has
have
he
been
also
made.
has a surprisingly large number of facial tattoos.
So, okay, what happens if the caretaker doesn't go to the clinic? Or doesn't go to your presentation?
I don't care.
Because he might... Well, so that's what our whole plan is founded on, is me stealing his badge and
Well,
getting
that's what
access.
a very good plan is
Or
founded
you
on.
could steal a medic's
One of
badge
our
and
many.
we could create a medical
Steal
emergency
the
down there.
medic's badge.
And you,
That could work. I'd have to have...
yeah,
Okay,
you
so can we... Since you have his... Like, a picture of his face from the medical logs, presumably there's an entry on the medic in the medical logs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we make a fake badge so that I can swap them and he won't notice?
No, we can't make
like-
a fake
like
badge.
A fake medic badge?
Yeah. Like, make a
Yeah.
fake badge is just
You
a
have-
piece of plastic
Well,
with his picture on
actually,
it.
I have a badge.
You all have badges.
Yeah, so we
and
know what
we
they
can
look like.
all have the
replicate,
picture.
and
You can-
and it's sensory data, and it's like sensory system that can be replicated.
Yes, you could replicate it, but you wouldn't replicate the medic's access.
Yes,
No.
we could... But we could...
No.
We could replicate, like, basic access.
Right.
It's like swapping a real diamond for a fake one.
Yeah. Indiana Jones.
Yes. Yeah, you could probably do that. You can manufacture a badge.
Okay,
should
and
I make a
that way at least he is
medic
unlikely to notice
or a-
until...
I'll just make
He has some reason to go
It'll
somewhere.
just be two
Yeah,
badges.
sure. Yeah, you can do that.
There will be a medic
I'm going to need a
badge or
tech
a-
roll, a
Alright.
tech nerd, for someone to make a badge.
Alright, Sally.
Wait, okay, I've got three.
Sally's gonna badge this thing with that.
Get
That
badge.
is
Oh, there you
good enough.
go.
You have a badge with the medic's face on it and basic access, so he might not notice, but he will notice if he has to go anywhere special.
Anywhere exciting. Okay.
Wait. Oh, so you made a secondary one with it.
Yes. And I'm gonna
Like where he
swap them
always
out.
hangs out.
Or do we want his badge as well?
Oh,
Okay.
You
Like
would
a
be
fake
able to put a
one.
badge with his face on it. You wouldn't be able to get his access because
Well,
there's
yeah.
no reference point for
Yeah.
his access.
And he...
What you have done is you have copied
The janitorial
yeah,
access.
the janitorial
You've copied-
access badge.
Sam's badge.
Yeah. What I'm
So,
saying is
you know,
so you
okay.
have a
we
second.
should just
so you
do that
have
for both
pretty much a,
because if he's there and
So-
you can swap his badge, that would be much
Hold-
easier.
no, hold on. You have copied Sam's badge for access, but you've plastered the medic's face on it.
Yeah.
So for things who will notice that he's going somewhere,
I understand.
someone might notice in the system that there are two Sams requesting access at different places. You also do not have reference material for the caretaker's badge.
Okay, so the caretaker like lives down in here. If he scans his badge, or like we know, so you guys have never seen the caretaker. Like we know
No.
what he looks like from the medical records. Neither of you have ever seen him coming or going.
No.
So I think we can be reasonably certain that he lives down here.
Yeah.
So if I do swipe the caretaker's badge, he gets this fake badge. He swipes it. It doesn't do
Oh,
it. He's like,
I see.
Well,
You're
I
gonna,
haven't
you're gonna,
used this in
you're gonna
6
make,
months. It must be busted.
You're gonna make a copy of his badge, but it won't have his access.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that's
all
fine.
right.
Same as the doctor's badge.
Got it.
Yes.
Use
I'll,
this
I'll
one.
run that roll forward. You have two badges, one with the medic's face, one with the caretaker's face.
Okay.